Yo, yo, yo. What's up, fam? Look, it's the hardcore crew. Wagon breath, first up. What up? I don't know. What up with you? Nothing much. Just fucking around on YouTubes, yeah. We got Richard Upton. Evening all. I still haven't actually looked up his voice, so I still can't remember. I'm gonna have to look him up. Damn it, Soz. I meant to look the damn guy up. I'm pretty sure he's a Northern darts player, um, geezer. But anyway, Uncle Bones. I haven't seen you here for. I don't think I've seen you here for a bit. How you doing, mate? How are you doing? And it's Connor, Bigfoot Anon. What's up? What's up, mate? Nice to see you, sir. Mr. Hugh Thumbnail Kim. What does it mean? Oh, is that actually? You actually know who that is? Kim who? I thought it looked a bit like Lana Del Rey. And actually, do you know what I've been doing for the last half an hour? I put that thumbnail up and I realized that actually, I don't even know if I realized there was a watermark that I've been getting rid of in a peasant version of Photoshop called GIMP. That's what I was doing. True story. It's important. The details. The details mean everything. Wagon breadth. Yeah, no more work since my parents won't help me out. Whoa, you've had to quit work over that shit? I think what Wagon Brett is referring to, unless I'm mistaken, and she might even want to jump on and go into it. I guess up to you, honey. But I think what she's talking about is her parents don't see eye to eye as it pertains to her son's lack of jibber jab acceptance, and so they refuse to mind him, something like that. Or it might be his relationship with her and it's her refusal or something. So it's happening, guys. The medical partitioning of society along those jibber jab lines. Yes, that's the whole idea. That is the agenda. It is, on an on. Ever seen those stage hypnosis shows? There's always some people it works on and that get through the first round of hypnosis. Go and watch Darren Brown. He always usually goes through rounds of selecting the most suggestible people. Well, that's what this whole game's been about. If you're still awake and you still haven't signed on to this thing, you are the special few that do not. Uh, well, do not fall for hypnosis, frankly. But all the ones that are getting ever deeper into the following the instructions of the mainstream media, but it also means that their cognitive dissonance will be increasing as well, which is a very torturous state. And any information that flies contrary to their ability to accept the authority of the state and the media and their dictates, um, they will try and refuse point blank and get rather rude about how they do it. This has been my experience. So, Wagon Breadth, if you want to get on and talk about that, I'm more than happy for you to do it. Oh well, actually, I say that maybe I've done as good enough a job as anyone could, and I'd want to skirt the issue. So as long as you feel skillful enough that you could avoid certain terms and shit, because obviously that's what we have to do these days. Then up to you, hun. But that doesn't sound too fun. Um, I got into it with someone earlier where the conclusion was essentially, in fact, you know what it was? There's a case of a girl who's been suspended over in the States. I think 36 times she's been suspended from school for refusing to wear a mask. She's only like 12 or so. Oh, actually, I think she's only about 10 looking at her or something like that. Or maybe even 9, not sure. But anyway, um, I mean, I wondered how she was still going back to the school and stuff, and were the parents politicizing her or what was going on? I don't know. But good for her. But it's like you need to homeschool at a certain point, man. But then who can afford to do it? This is fucked up. This is part of the reason, except for me wanting to actually be a voice in the conversation. Part of the reason why I'm actually preemptively jumping on here, thinking, shit, if I don't actually create a network now myself, and a network, I'm just one part of the network. I'm sure Connor feels the same. Connor, actually, you're in a pretty good position to be fair. but yeah, where if you're not really a leader within that sort of ecosystem, or a sort of a good moral voice within that ecosystem, then you don't do it now, you might not get a chance to do it. And even if you do it now, we don't know what's going to happen with the internet infrastructure, do we? Since Klaus Schwab has been promising a cyber pandemic. But anyway, but they're the instincts at play anyway. Nemo, greetings, everyone. Oh shit, I actually, what was yes, that's it, isn't it? I think he means that. I'm pretty sure I did that. Winning. Fuck you all. Yes, I am officially African. Mummy Africa. I saw Nemo over in Hake's chat today. Hello, Nemo. And I like Nemo's suggestion, by the way. He said that the best from the panel, the best of the panel shows are essentially when we get people to pose questions and we each have at it for a minute to a minute and a half on the panel, because I think what it does is give it a bit of structure. And I think you're exactly right, Nemo. So I think a bit of me doing this sort of back and forth banter thing, and then if we get people up, rather than me or the other person sort of trying to think, well, what do we talk about then? Unless they had something in particular, which is fine. But if they didn't, then we could always defer to that, which is to get questions in where people put a queue in front of their question, and then we actually pose questions to the panel. I agree with you, Nemo. So great suggestion. I also, yeah, I might just add that Connor was all over that thing with Wagon the other day. He knew what was up, so I think most people did, except me for some reason. So yeah, I've done that video, and fuck you all. I'm moving on. Wagon breath. I can jump in real fast. Oh right, real fast now. All right. Well, if it's like that, then do it like that. Then okay. What's she saying? Wagon breath. It's fucking annoying, man. Okay. Wagon breath. Yeah, fuck it. I don't need to come on. Okay, if you don't want to, you can. Oh, I will. Oh, I will homeschool. I have another parent with me on this. All right, well, I'll tell you what, honey, up to you. Fuck the holidays. I won't go. Saves me the aggravation. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do, honey. I'll send you a link on Messenger in case you do want to jump on real quick or do what you want to do. And if you don't want to do it, then you don't have to. That's up to you. I mean, it might at least be nice for us to, even if it is a quick one, just to sort of put that thing behind us and just do one. You know what I mean? But up to you, dear. Totally up to you. Um, there's the link in Messenger. Brap, brap. Is this still working? Oh, yeah, good. So, how's everyone been? Are you having a good midweek, everyone? Are you having a nice time? I hope so. You've been watching the Carl Rittenhouse case? Very interesting. I haven't. I've just been going into the chat boxes and spamming them, trying to make new friends. Because, loosely speaking, supporters of Carl would be supporters of mine. Kind of. You know what I mean. Nemo, yup, you got it. You will quickly blend into ma'am. What? You will quickly blend into Mommy Africa. Lol, Mommy Africa. Well, anyone who doesn't know Jesse Lee Peterson won't know what the fuck me and the fish dude are talking about. And by the way, Nemo, why don't you use a picture of the fish as your avatar? Just a suggestion. It would be kind of fun. Just saying. Um, Wagon bread, right on. So, how is everyone doing? Has everyone got any questions that they would pose to Wagon as it pertains to that particular issue? Should she come on? Well, and please speak in code as is necessary for these times of global communist takeover. You know what I'm saying? And how many of you, if I don't think any of y'all, how many of you saw the exclusive stupid me fucking around with some screen sharing technology earlier? I privated the video because I flew a little bit close to the sun, but it was fun at times, man. I did a whole Bolivian parliament talking about hats skit whilst people fall asleep. It was just fucking, yeah, it's a shame. Might not ever see the light of day, but there you go. That happened. It might do though. I might retrospectively put that shit together on a compilation video or some shit. Who knows? Art matters. Hi Hive and all. Carl verdict due soon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I was over in Who's up? I was in Owen's stream today from Media Consumer 911, and something happened where he was getting loads of repeat posts of everybody's posts, and he was able to. Well, actually, it was the first time I'd sort of done it like that. But I was basically sort of all I was doing was sending messages to as many people as I could, saying after my name equals comedy truth channel. Right? It was just that my name equals comedy truth channel, and then their name. And because I was using a generic sort of framing of that, he noticed that I was spamming and actually timed me out for a bit. Shit, damn it! I felt awkward. Well, mm, I didn't really. It was fine. It was fine. But shit, I might have to be more clever with my grift. I might have to come up with multiple spam grifts to work simultaneously. So even if they could see me doing it, that you would never notice it was the exact same thing every time. So but I am getting sophisticated at this grift thing. I mean, all the boys in Jesse Lee Peterson's chat have seen me going hard at it. It's pretty much my new job. It's what I do now. Um, but some of the boys have started to grift for me as well. Like, um, Blazing Hogs is really grifting for me, and Point Fire, I think is the name of it. He's really grifting for me now. Man, once you become a true believer, my God, awesome. Um, Nemo, yeah, a bit of structure is always useful. For example, you should have set you should have a set of rapid fire questions prepared for all guests. What is a man? What is love? You support BLM, etc., etc. That's genius. Note to self: rapid fire questions ready to go. Well, one of the things I can actually do in StreamYard with banners is not only have banners that move along the bottom of the screen, but I can also have them prepared so that they appear as questions as well. So if I actually did do those pre-prepared questions, then I could actually have them written out as well. What would mine be? I'll meditate on it. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there are any that have come to mind already. What is the cosmology of self? Yeah. Why doesn't the moon rotate on its axis like you would expect? Why do we only see one face of the moon? Why is there a map of the realm on the moon? No. Okay, I'll shut up now. Um, Wagon Breath, you read my mind hive. You read my mind hive. I don't need to come on, but I will. Okay, then. Up to you, honey. 1,000,000% up to you. I'll be nice because I have to now. Um, I've been um, I've seen the light, dear. I've seen the light. I have to be nice. Even if you're really annoying, I have to be nice today. I do. Wagonbread, I don't have a lot of time to be honest. You don't actually have to do it, honey. Your shout, up to you. I'm all fired up. Well, all right. Well, come on then for like 5 minutes, for fuck it, or 10 minutes. Do what you got to do. But just, yeah, do what you got to do. Richard Upton, don't let Wagon Breath on again. She will only turn up drunk. Yeah, it's probably true. Well, even if she does turn up pissed or stoned or on crystal meth, I am not allowed to have a problem with it today. Just how it works. Wagon Breath, agree, Nemo. Gotta have notes. Yeah, well, that's what Jesse Lee Peterson does. That's where Nemo's coming from. He's right. There's always a structure that you can always fall back on, and it does work. It does work. Um, I'm down with that, dude. I'm down with that. I'd love to know who Richard Upton actually is, by the way. I mean, I'm slightly dubious that it's a real troll pretending to be someone hilarious, which is why I just couldn't possibly. Something tells me it could even be Ruthless. Something tells me it could be Ruthless. Ruthless has now been banished from my chat forever, by the way, just so everyone knows. Yes, you pushed me too hard, too much last time, Ruthless. You actually, because the thing with Ruthless is he such an opportunist, Ruthless. He jumped on the sort of the bit of fracture that was there at the last one between me and Wagon for a bit, right? You know the one. Anyone who was there, you know what I'm saying. He was jumping all over that man and just being really mean spirited the way he was trying to levy people against me because of that shit. And you know, it's just bullshit, Ruthless. At the end of the day, I don't really get your problem. I've made my peace with him as far as I'm concerned. I've extended an olive branch and all that sort of stuff. So if you're going to be like that, mate, it's a bit too much of this, right? So I can't be asked with, mate. So bye bye, Ruthless. Don't let the door break your legs, both of them, on the way out. Richard Upton, you kicked Rufus. Why? That's why. I just told you why. Because he's a fucking asshole. Nemo Fox. Hang on. Zeitgeist, as in Zeitgeist? What? Folks, Whitegeist dropped a new video about Schopenhauer today. Right. Well, do you want to link it, Nemo? I trust you. If you think it's good, mate, and you think it's well, yeah, you can drop a link to it, mate, if you want to. Wagon Breath, no way. Ruthless is nice to me. He wouldn't say such things. I like Ruthless, I do. But in terms of like him actually attempting to turn people against me in this space in a really cynical, dark way, is not cool. And he's done it like 4 times at least now, and it's insane to me. So he's got to know there's a line, and yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that shit. I like him. I think he's hilarious, but on the night that was a decision I made, and that's just how it is right now. He's banned. I banished him. The Australian. Too bad. Hobbs, I am in the Kyle camp, but it seems to be taking too long for the deliberations, considering the obvious evidence for self-defense. Yeah, I've heard that on Right Side Broadcasting channel that it taking so long is looking like they're going to push for a mistrial on account of the judge, something to do with the judge's activities or something. So it looks like it might be being pushed towards a mistrial, mate. That's all I've heard, but I could be wrong on that. That's just a very small thing I've heard on it. Wagon Breath, I'm not defending Ruthless, but it ain't Richard Upton. It actually might be Richard Upton. Richard Upton may possibly be Ruthless. I'm not sure. Art Matters, I had an off night from the Black Mirrors last night. Listen to my records instead. What does that mean? I had an off night. Had an off night from the Black Mirrors last night. Listened to my records instead. What does that mean? Don't quite follow that, dude, but it sounds utterly cryptic and cool. As in the episodes, as in the show. Oh, what did it stir up you? Did you make you feel sick watching Black Mirror or something? What does that mean, dude? Or were you doing playing with Ouija boards and dark magic and shit? What do you mean? Sweetly Morbid Bear, look, it's Sweetly Morbid Bear. Hireless, friend, and friends. Hello. Oh, only friends? Only friends. Maybe they should set up that site. Only friends. As in no titties. Um Richard Upton, hi Bear Corral. By the way, these messages are actually a little smaller, so they are genuinely harder for me to see. I'm gonna have to sort out my glasses or something. I don't own glasses currently, but I do need them. But yeah, but they look cooler. Oh, well, I don't know about cooler, but it looks sharper anyway. It looks more professional. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Richard. Blazing Hogs. What up, boss? Well, Blazing Hogs, you are truly next level grifting for me. Blazing Hogs has pretty much taken it upon himself to be evangelicizing on behalf of the B channel. And that's the good thing when you grift over at like streams that have a religious or spiritual dimension, you start to make friends with people who will actually evangelize for your cult. Hey, Blazing Hogs, will you go door to door now to people and tell them about the amazing bee cult, the Bee Masons? I also have my own religion called the Temple of Dude. I know we haven't done that yet since you've been part of the camp, but if you go and refer to a video called Temple of Dude, you'll see it's the early foundations being set for probably the most awesomest religion in the world. And I think that Jesse Lee Peterson should be one of our main prophets. So there you go. But thanks, bro. Thanks. And by the way, Blazing Hogs, could you remind me again where the JLP after party thing is? Because I can't even remember. Was it meant to happen on Hake's show after the Hake report or what? Where is that, man? Thank you. Thank you. And actually post me a link to it if you can even if you got one or something, or to the channel. I just can't remember where it was. Art matters. Screens equals black mirrors. Oh right. Oh, as in the. Do you mean as in the screens for computers? Is that what you're talking about? Maybe that's like IQ 106 and I've only got IQ 102, dude. Do you mean the screens of computers, as in internet would do in your head in, so you just went back to old school music? Because before internet, I used to listen to the radio, bruv. I used to listen to the radio, and I loved it. It was amazing. It was amazing. I used to listen to a guy called James Whale. I really liked him. I haven't heard him for years, so I can't remember what he was like, but I just remember he was hilarious, and I loved him. Sweetly Morbid Bear, art, thank you, makes sense. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Actually, I don't think Wagons showed up. I don't know why, but actually, Wagon, um, Wagon, you know I've given you the link in your messenger, don't you? On Facebook, honey. You don't seem to have seen it. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I love cults. I think I'm forming my own with the circus in my head. Exactly. Well, we are committee up there, honey. We are no one individual, but we are a multitude of different energies and drivers, which essentially um, can be understood through the study of archetypes, where in each one represents a particular personality, each energy, each wind, each driver, each motivation, each attitude. Um, so we are all a cult of personalities. Yeah, we are committee up there. It is so true. And there's not one of us. But you get the different disparate bits of you talking, because each one of your aspects have a different angle on any one situation, and dialogue and articulation between the committee is necessary. And I call it healthy schizophrenia, when you get the different bits of you talking. That's wherein therein lies, I should say, actualization for sure. Definitely. That's why it only took me 5 hours the other day to realize that I was wrong and I had to apologize. 5 hours is pretty good in the scheme of, if you actually tallied that up next to, I actually felt that was still a bit slow because it was hard for me to get there. But if you tallied that up next to most people in the world, I'm up there, man. 5 hours is pretty good. But anyway, I'm playing, but it's true. Uh, Oh, James Upton. Loved James Well. Well, James Well was fucking awesome. Absolutely. I'd love to know who you are, Richard Upton. I've got to say, um, I like you regardless, and I would like you regardless. But I'm just slightly paranoid about giving the wrong person a spanner. But I shouldn't be too paranoid, because at the end of the day, what are they going to do? Blazing Hogs, AP after. Oh, yeah. AP after party, JLP live chat 24/7 legend. Yes. Well, I'll get on that later. Note to self, got to get on that later. In fact, you know what? I might as well just pin that for now. Let's actually pin that. Jesse Lee Peterson is a legend. I've never. Oh shit! I've actually accidentally clicked on it. I've never been to this after party thingy, but it's cool. Sounds cool, I should say. Bear with me. I'm just trying to. Um, pin message, please. What did you all think of the who was it that told me that was Kim? Someone called Kim. Who is Kim? Who told me that? Ta-da. Um, thanks, Blaze. Thank you. Nemo, Swilly Morbid, you practice Zazen? Oh, yeah. Great question. Right, how y'all doing? Let me just blast through these. Art matters. All screens, TV, smartphones, laptops. I got you now, brother. Yes. Right. I like the code, man. That was just a level beyond. I love to think in that way, but that was a level beyond even my 102 IQ. Paradox Fossils, I joined Sweetly Bear's cult. Hey, can I join Sweetly Bear's cult? What, as in your channel? How do I join your cult? What do I have to do? Hey, what do I have to do? And is it fun? Cool. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Nemo, do we ever not practice this? That's my thinking, man. I have to say, I'm in a constant state of focused attention on something. Um, but I'm just going to guess, and we'll have to see what Nemo says, that Nemo might say that Zazen, strictly speaking, is the focus on the profound silence and absence of the false projected you. Or he'll just say something about sitting truly in silence. But we'll see. Nemo, Hyrus, I think the grifting would be more successful if you tagged people properly during the live chat. Nemo versus Nemo. Oh, Nemo versus at Nemo. I do right. Well, I don't know if you know this, Nemo. I could be wrong about this, right? Let me try something here because I might have this totally wrong. But I thought that um all right, let me do this, right? Let me do this. Sweetly Morbid Bear. I'm gonna do the experiment on Sweetly Morbid Bear. No, not that experiment, Sweetly Morbid Bear, but we could do that too. Um, right, Sweetly Morbid Bear, I've copied and then pasted your name into the chat. Does that come up highlighted for you, honey, or not? Does that highlight in the same way that if I did an at your name highlighted, does it highlight? And then I might also, oh, right, hang on, let me close that down. Yeah, does that highlight, honey? Because what I'm saying to Nemo is that I was under the impression that, and it could just me being a total loser. Um, I was under the impression that when I do that, copy their name and paste it, mate, that even though you looking on don't see that it's highlighted because there's no at, but that they still see it is highlighted. I was under that impression, Nemo. But great advice. But I am trying to highlight their names. As far as I'm concerned, that's what I'm doing. And I'm gonna have to wait till to see if Sweetly Morbid tells me her name was properly highlighted. If so, I'm doing it right, mate. It's just you'd never know it. Got me? Hopefully. Bigfoot and Aunt, hope to see all you at South Florida conference. I'm speaking at it. Cool. Is there a video? I want to see the video. Well, mainly because I'm not going to be in Florida anytime soon, bro. But it sounds cool. Paradox Fossils, at the end of the day, it gets dark. Very funny, Paradox Fossils. And Paradox Fossils, would you ever come on this show? Because it has been suggested that you should. So if you're ever up for it, mate. In fact, I might just say this now and then I'll repeat myself later, but I don't expect to be doing a show tomorrow night. So the normal 15 minutes of drain probably won't be happening tomorrow night. I mean, it may well happen on Friday instead, since Friends Simulator is not going to continue in its old format at least. But it won't be tomorrow. But if you're up for it, Paradox Fossils or anyone else wants to jump on and have a chat, then possibly Friday instead this week. In fact, I'd probably even suggest, yeah, let's do that. Like let's make a point of doing that on Friday. But I'm doing my truther meet thingy tomorrow. So cannot do a show tomorrow. Unless I do a really late one when I come back, but we'll see. We'll see what mood I'm in. Nemo, Sweetly Morbid, huh? Because of time, let me ask, do you practice Zazen? Brilliant. And in case you're not sure, honey, that's what JLP does. He until you give a yes or no answer, he reforms the question. It's hilarious. Richard Upton, I'm sort of new to the streams, Hiveless. Think think is all you know. One. Think is all you know one of those live streams in either London or Wales. Think is what? Speaky English, Richard Upton. Cannot follow. Say again. Repeat yourself. Thank you. Um, right. Let me. Wagon breath. Mr. Hugh told you. Don't know what that means. Hey, Wagon. I sent you a link. Do you want it or not? Connor, don't pin channels with 304 that 324,000 subs. That's elitist. Represents none of us. Well, yeah, but JL. Oh, that's funny, dude. But JLP. Yeah, that's hilarious. um, well, no, but something cooler might be going on there if you think about it. Oh, now I wasn't thinking this far ahead. I just loved the guy genuinely, and he helped me heal my heart of hate, as you've heard me say a million times. But a lot of his crew are in Connor, possibly unbeknownst to yourself, or some of his crew are in, and I expect that a lot more of them will be coming in. And so it's not even it's I'm pinned it there for as nothing, least of all for myself until something better to pin comes up. But yeah, it's yeah, his crew that are in would like that I'd done that basically as well. So there is that. And look, if I could sort of position myself as being somewhat part of that furniture, and that it's known that I do this little unofficial after show or something, then that's not the worst thing in the world as well. I love his culture, like it's mental. But anyway, duly noted and very funny. But yes. Um, right. Where are we at? Oh, Matt, as back in the day, it was the Friday Night Rock show with Tommy Vance for me on the old wireless. Well, that's before my generation. I don't know if you know, I'm 37, brother, but that does sound cool. I think I'm aware of the show title. I didn't know the name. Well, I've heard the name Tommy Vance, but I couldn't tell you who it is. Um, yeah, my generation, we had Chris Evans TFI Friday, which was still fun and edgy and a good time. At least back then there was a bit of personality. You know what I mean? They've really done a good job, haven't they, of moving the Overton window to the point where there's zero personality on any of the on anything in anything now. It's pretty fucked up. Swidley Morbid Bear Nemo, do you not seek detachment ever? I seek it often. Mastering it is another story. Nemo, do you not seek detachment ever? Yes, as in always. I seek it often, or at least, often then. Mastering it is another story. In other words, she's really about it, dude. And so the answer is essentially yes, but I wonder if it's a similar answer to me because in terms of officially sitting down and doing a meditation, I hadn't done it for a long time. But being utterly absorbed with the conundrum that is the false self and its nature, or as opposed to or juxtaposed to whatever is our true nature and cosmology. Yeah, you know that does require some amount of absorption that perhaps only proper meditation could attain. But I'm sure that Nemo will press you on an exact answer as to so yes or no, and then Nemo should pick you up on the points you just made there. We'll see what happens. In fact, someone's just Amy. What's she saying? She's not coming on. Okay, I covered the bases. Yeah, that's cool, honey. That's all right. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Well, we might still see Wagon then later, but we'll see what happens. She has a busted faucet. Hopefully, that is true and not an innuendo. Um, Richard Upton and whispering Bob Harris, Art Matters. Okay, they're from the same era. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Connor Bear. Hobbs, Art Matters, yes. Friday night rock show for me too. My friend is married to Tommy Vance's nephew. Yo, dude. Awesome. Hey, Hobbs, how are you set for coming on? Like, say, Friday or something like that? How do you feel about that, man? If Saturday was better, we could do Saturday instead. Oh yeah, Sweetly Morbid Bear. Did that actually come through? Well, actually, we might be getting an answer real soon. Art Matters, Richard Upton. Whistle Test was great. Bob Shaw didn't like punk. Punk is amazing. And Sweetly Morbid Bear seems to be saying yes. And presumably she's saying yes as in her name was highlighted, Nemo. And if that is true, then the way I've been doing it is fine, mate. Even though to anyone other than whose name it is in question wouldn't notice that it was highlighted. So there you go, bruh. But good suggestion, man. Paradox Fossils. I'm still looking for my stash. I lost in basement 5 years ago. Dude, I've been there. I have been there. And I have never found it, really. I know exactly what you're saying. Richard Upton, he didn't but if you liked Foxus or Peter Gabriel, our Genesis, you were in luck. Sorry, Gabriel or Peter Genesis era, you were in luck. Got you. Peter Gabriel era Genesis. Oh right, as in before Phil Collins was singing for them or something. I don't know Genesis too well, but you know, yeah, something. Richard Upton, focus. I'm trying. Uh, Blazing Hawks. JLP After Party was established 2015 by Fire something American Flag. Um, they're peeps in then now. In there. Oh right, they're peeps in there now. Sometimes it's lit. Sometimes there's nobody in there. Just an open forum. All right. Well, I look forward to checking that shit out, man. Well, you know what I'm saying, man. The grift is real, bro, and so that seems like a very nice place to grift from. So I will be there. Art Matters Hobbs. Wow, favorite bands. He's asking Hobbs what his favorite bands are. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Hiveless B, yes. At Hiveless B, yes. There you go. Nemo, official. It came in highlighted. Although I may also start to get into the habit of doing the at thing and checking and looking into that and just I will follow that up and just double check. But yeah, there you go. I don't know if you knew that, Nemo. You could just copy and paste the name and do it that way as well. That way is a little bit more guaranteed because you won't misspell it, I suppose. But there you go. I've seen people do the at thing with my name, and because they can't do an underscore with the new spelling of it, it hasn't highlighted for me. Like someone was trying to do it today, and they used a dash instead of an underscore, and yeah, it didn't highlight. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Yes, Paradox, do it. So, oh man, the chat's got away from me, man. Oh, whoa. Well, let me just be more brutal then. I have to be more brutal. And, whoa, I can't believe the chat got away from me. That's crazy. That is crazy. I'm trying to find where I was. Sorry, I've lost my place. Oh, right, that was there. Okay, I'm going to be super brutal. Hobbs, Maiden, Motorhead, Priest, Zeppelin, Sabbath, Scorpions, etc. Wow. Them some good bands, bruh. Richard Upton, Hobbs, have you ever heard of British band called Bad News? I might look them up later. Thank you. Point Fire, yes. Good afternoon, conspiracy realists. Conspiracy realists, absolutely. Let me just check Point Fire that you're a mod. Did I mod you? Yes, I did. That's good. Point Fire has been shilling for me hard, man. Same as Blazing Hogs. Point fire. That was some beautiful, awesome shilling that you were doing earlier. I really appreciate it. In Jesse Lee Peterson's chat, total legend. He was basically saying, Hiveless B putting the dry back in humor or something. I know he was saying make humor dry again at Hiveless B or something like that. It was awesome. Blazing Hogs, Nemo picking right back up where he left. Lol. Well, you guys all know Nemo, yeah? I hope you're all friends. I hope you're all friends. You should be. You're all brilliant. Richard Upton, think I saw you on. It's my fat fingers. I don't know what that is, but I don't think it was me. I've got slender, slim fingers. Hobbs, Richard Upton, absolutely. Rick Mail and co. Okay, well then those guys are really old. No, joking. Sort of old, moderately old. Richard Upton, Anvil is a good film to watch if you like metal, Hobbs. Well, these are all references. I don't know if you know this, but I do actually follow up most of these references and go and find this stuff out later. So I do. I get there in the end. Point fire. JLP equals sound advice. It's true, but no, he's not a music producer. Art matters. Hobbs, that's awesome. Motorhead, my first gig at Edinburgh Playhouse, 81-ish, ears still ringing. Lol. All right. What is that an actual what's 81-ish? Oh right, the year, I see. Nice. Well, I was born 84, so there you go. That's what's going on here. I would never know that shit. We've got 19 people in, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Hobbs, Richard Upton, yep. Have seen that movie. Funny but sad also. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Nemo, yes. Bear, it is a practice of mine. Not a Buddhist, though. Oh, an actual answer, Nemo. You got an actual answer here. Not a Buddhist, though. Sorry I wasn't present with your demands. It's very noisy up in there, up in here. Takes a lot to be still and detach. Up in here, as in reality, I think she means. Takes a lot to be still and detach. Or it doesn't take a lot, right? But it's a shift, and whatever it is, it takes whatever you believe it takes in truth, or whatever it is, whatever impediments you've put in the way of it. That's what it takes for those to disappear. But I was brought up Buddhist, sweetly morbid. I don't know if you know that. Well, I was brought up Christian fundamentally, and then no, not a fundamental Christian, and then a fundamentalist Christian rather, and then my dad got me into Buddhism when I was 9, 10. So, and then I became a Hare Krishna as well. So I've pretty much been into all of it, and now I think I'm into something that resembles Sikhism a lot closer than probably anything else. Hobbs, Art Matters, Motorhead was my first gig. Also, Manchester Apollo on the Bomber tour. Cool. And I might just say Advaita Vedanta, that is self inquiry, the scientific method applied to the self. It's fucking brilliant. Anyone who wants to get to the bottom of shit, fuck the dogma. Don't believe a character in a book. And I'm serious. If you ever put all your faith in a character in a book, you're probably not. There are better methods. Let's just put it that way. You're only projecting any of your good spiritual qualities or any part of the path onto that character in the book. That is, of course, possible to do it. But Carhill Gibran proved that you could do that with his book, The Prophet, which we know full well was only a work of fiction. You could argue that as a meta extraction of meta truths, that it was more true than an actual real account of an individual cult leader. But yeah, in all the ways that it was important, it demonstrated that what you bring to bear on let's say the Bible in any case, for an example, or the character Jesus, is more to do with actually the bits of the truth that you've been able to unlock, and perhaps even something to do with your relationship with God, or that which is better describer that I prefer, than the book, than proof that the book is magic. Okay, so Advaita Vedanta, I'm telling you, man, let's get scientific about getting to the bottom of the conundrum. That is you. Paradox Fossils, I meditate in a closet in the basement with the boogeyman. Boogeyman. I like that answer, Paradox Fossils. That's fucking awesome. In other words, gets stoned a lot. I think that means. My spiritual practice is the magic green leaf. Are you a Rastafari that sounds like a hick, dude? Are you a hillbilly Rastafari? Awesome. Um, I'd like to hear one of your renditions of any of Bob Marley's best tunes. I'd like to hear that, dude. I'd like to hear a oh man, I wish I could do a hick version of a Bob Marley tune right now. Woke up this morning, looked at the rising sun, three little birds on my doorstep. Anyway, Art Matters, Hobbs, the best of times, no be like today. Well, I thought the 90s was probably the best, the all round best of times myself, but maybe the fact that I was, well, young has something to bear on that. But I think it probably was the best of all worlds, where good technology met with good social conditions in the West wholly. And yeah, man, I miss it a lot. Well, I say I miss it a lot. It's a good point of reference. I'll just put it that way. Yeah, it's a good point of reference, but I'm just as happy to meet the challenges that we currently face in the way that we got to face them. You know what I mean? So there you go. Actually, is my mic a bit quiet today? What the fuck, man? Sorry, do forgive me. Let me just check this out because I think that might be coming in a little quiet, although it's a little late in the day. I knew it. Oh man, that's been coming in super quiet the whole time, hasn't it? Well, you know what? I can't adjust it too much at this rate because it'll just throw the whole um, balance out for the whole thing. But I didn't know it had reset. What happens is when don't worry about it, but it reset for a particular reason. But anyway, I forgot to check that. My bad, people. So this one's coming in a little quiet. Chessboard, good to see you again, Chessboard. Hiveless B, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Hello, all. Um, well, I like that. Yeah, we'll go and tell Ken Wheeler that. Chessboard, go and tell Ken Wheeler that. That's a little inside joke to Chessboard because I stole him from Theoria Apophysis's channel, who and Ken Wheeler is the cult leader in any case of that channel. I joke and say that, but to some he is, and something to do with his general um, approach is one of an understanding of his own prestige and ability. And I don't know if that's a blind spot of his, but it is something he's based his character on in large part. And I love him, and it is who he is. But it is, like I say, possibly a blind spot. But yes, I agree with Chessboard. But unfortunately, Ken is the smartest person in most rooms he goes into, in actuality as well. Hobbs, Hiveless B, yes, maybe Saturday if that's okay. Yes, that is okay, Hobbs. If it works out and it's good, then yes. But theoretically, yes. Art Matters, sorry, Hiveless, hogging chat with music memories. Dude, I'd absolutely go for it. I love that sort of shit. You're fine. Totally fine. Nemo, Hiveless, no, it is not highlighted. Oh, you need to. Well, hang on a sec. But think, hang on, let me do it to Nemo. Are you sure, mate? Because Sweetly Morbid Bear confirmed to me that it was highlighted. So let me actually do it to you, and then you can tell me. Nemo. Right, there you go, Nemo. Did that work? Tell me. Let me know. Right, I'm gonna blast through these. Let's see. No, it is not highlighted. You need to place the at sign before the name. Well, I might just start doing that then, mate. Anyway, yeah, thanks for telling me. And then the exact spelling, Nemo versus at Nemo. Okay. Thus, your new name is more difficult to tag than your old tag. Yeah, I know that's true, dude. I am aware of that, but it just looks better, mate. I can't, I can't help it. It looks better. And you know what it was as well? On BitChute, they forced me to write it that way, and that's what inspired me to run with it because I just thought it looks cooler. It is harder, I know, mate, but spelling it that way with the underscore justifies the B being only a letter in a way that the other way didn't. So I hear you, bro, but I'm going to stick with it anyway. But you know what? I do hear you. Sweetie Mommy Bear, I'm constantly in contact with many whom don't shut up long enough for stillness. Well, I don't know why you're here then, honey, because I'm literally chatting for England, which is my new country that I'm going to set up to replace England, because our government has gone insane. Um, Active meditation is constant. I am in mediumship often. Oh, right. I didn't even know. Okay. Silence and stillness comes when I tell the kingdom to F off. Well, I would just say, for me, my answer's not dissimilar to that in a way. I'll just say that the more of you that's how do you put it? The more of you that is not truly so, that starts to be lightened up with the bits of you that you cling to that oh man, you know what? I can't put this in any sophisticated way, but I know what I'm trying to say. Let's see. As soon as you start to realize that all the different bits of you, their true nature is more like clouds than anything else, right? And as you start to realize that about each of the different energies and aspects of the personality and the self that you currently grasp at and project onto and whatnot, it's more like clouds, more like grasping at clouds than something made of flesh. Um, then actually, as soon as you realize that that fleshly that meat popsicle, whatever it meets, what does Ruthless call it anyway? That thing is more like a cloud than anything. Then actually, it itself loses its weight. It loses its gravity. So I'd put it that way, that I don't need to tell anything to f off now because it's all made of clouds, sweetly, and what announces itself louder than anything is the stillness, the true stillness in my heart of hearts, you know? So that's how it is for me. And that's where you're always constantly there, you know? There's no you, and all there is that which is. There is no you, and all there is that which is. And that is, and to any extent that that's still not so for me, you're watching the process in real time, me still discover the bits of me that still need to be enlightened. But I'm well on the way. I'm well on the way. Blazing Hogs. I say I'm well on the way. Something's well on the way to nowhere. Blazing Hogs. Ah, Hiveless Bee. What does it mean? I can't actually see. You know, I can't see what that brown thing is, but it looks like kind of like a boxing glove. Is that what you're saying? Fire in fire, fiery fist equals blazing hogs. Hiveless bee therms. Don't know what it means, but awesome. Sweetly morbid bear paradox. Right, let me blast through some of these. Michael's here. Very nice to see you. Metal on metal. Girl on girl. Exactly. Art Matters Hobbs. Did you collect Kerrang Mag perchance? Well, I used to listen to Kerrang radio. In fact, I've been on Kerrang radio a couple of times. I've still got the show somewhere. Still got a few early copies with Alex Lifeson on cover. Right, I don't know that reference, but cool. Chessboard, Michael Hayward. Hey, yes, good to see you, Michael. What are we saying? What are we saying? Mr. Hugh, you grinder, Michael Hayward. Well, Turtle Grinder. Do you mean was he on Grinder? And probably. Is there a homosexual version of Grinder? I'm not sure. Nemo, maybe Grinder is homosexual. In fact, I seem to think that probably it is. Not that we've got anything against people that are into that lifestyle. It's just a fact of life that Michael is not only a Buddhist monk who wakes up very early in the morning, apparently, but also he's into that shit. Nemo, Sweetly Morbid Bear. Okay, thanks for your response. Yeah, well, it spoke for itself, didn't it, at the end of the day, and it was good. And actually, I'm just gonna it's a shame I turned the volume down, but hopefully it's coming across all right. I know it's a little on the quiet side, people, but can't do anything right this moment. Um, right, so what I'm gonna do, the Enlightened Mank's in. Yo, crew, very good to see you, Mank. Michael Hayward, damn right, Mr. Hugh. How are Mr. Hugh? How are you? Nemo, Hireless, you have been jumping from religion to religion. You need to return to the truth. Accept Earl as your Lord and Savior, or you will not enter the kingdom of Michigan. Hilarious. Well, over the years, I've heard a lot of Earl calls into Jesse Lee Peterson, bruh, and they were the best. I can't do the impression. Oh, damn, I can't do it. Jesse. But Earl passed away, didn't he? And I don't know when exactly did he pass away, Nemo? What month this year? But he was alive the last time I was listening to Jesse, and then all of a sudden he's passed away. So I'd like to know that what month. But yeah, he used to call it. He was basically a nemesis of Jesse's. He liked to call in to wind him up. It was basically Jesse's Ruthless, and he used to call in just to disagree with all of Jesse's points, and it was. But yeah, he kind of loved it. That was his role, and he was into it. And huh, huh. That's it. He used to do that shit, man. And Jesse would parrot it, and it's just hilarious. Sweetie Morbid Bear, Nemo, you remind me to take that time. I have been lagging on that. Thank you. Awesome. Right on, man. Right on. Well, this is where it's this sort of chat box or a good culture where the extension of the your own committee can get reflected back to you and your better interests. Yeah. So what a beautiful culture that is. Um, I love that. Mr. Hugh, feeling better. Thank you, Michael Hayward. Good. Oh yeah, because you were ill, weren't you, Mr. Hugh? Bloody hell! Hope you and the fam are feeling better. And you are apparently good. Michael Hayward, the Manx shall inherit the earth. Yes, the Manx shall inherit the earth, if that's all right with you. The meek shall inherit the earth, if that's all right with you. Uh, okay, okay. Um, Sweetly Moby Bear is laughing for some reason, not sure why. An enlightened Manx religion is the parasite's tool of slavery or for slavery. Um, yes, I think you're using the same spell checker that Ruthless uses there, dude. Um, oh yeah, absolutely, mate. I'll tell you what, anyone who's serious about enlightenment or whatever you want to call it, or seeking truth, being a true seeker, that's got their head in frankly, any of the Abrahamic religions at this rate, the one true faith, and that way of thinking, the dogmatic, stuck stuff. I'm telling you, man, the East is a bit more where it's at, but even then, you'll get stuck down, bogged down with the dogma. That's why I love Advaita Vedanta. It's just self-inquiry. It's, whatever. It doesn't matter. Totally agree with you, mate. The dogma, no time for the dogma, people. Come on, wake up. Honestly, I found well, it doesn't matter, but I found a flat Earth channel, right, that was getting into it. And I thought, well, go on, I could do a bit of a grift over there. But I soon came to realize that they're also bashing the Bible hard, and it's but really hard. Like, as in, there's no room for any alternative views. Look, I'm all right if well, you can do what you want anyway. I don't care. But I'm just the general point is that if you can, if it inspires you, you can see truth there, fine. But I think they were literally Bible bashers where it was they took all of their wisdom from the book. If the book didn't say it, they didn't think it. You know what I'm saying? That's madness. And then using scripture to justify their own misconceptions about or misrepresentations of the truth proper. It's insane, people, and you'll never get through to those people ever. They're gone. They're gone to it. Blaze and Hogs. Hillbilly check me channel, Hivelessby. Hillbilly check me channel at Hivelessby. All right. I'll check your channel, dude. I will check your channel. Hilarious. Hilarious. I will check your channel. I'm not a fucking hillbilly. Unless you oh you're telling me you are a hillbilly. All right, I'll check your channel. I'll trust you that you are a hillbilly. Owen was okay, good. Hilarious. Dusan Chalvad. Dusan Chalvad, good to see you, bro. In fact, Dusan Chalvad said some awesome things to me the other day. In fact, you were encouraging me, Dusan Chalvat, because you got a sense that shit, he's putting up music videos. What if he's thinking of giving up forever? Please don't do it. Cult leader. No. I finally found a surrogate dad that's younger than me. But but mate, that was awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I really do. And by the way, if anyone's new to this space or just hanging out and watching this thing, subscribe. Give me a subscribe and hit the bell, man, because it's just a good time over here. You can tell, can't you? Good. We'll do it. Come on. Sub me. bitches. Now, Sir Akal. Hive. Good to see you, bro. Very good to see you. Cole Snyder. Yes. SMB. Cole Snyder. I know. I definitely drafted you from somewhere or other. I forget where now, but it's good to see you, Cole Snyder. Very good to see you. Remind me where I stole you from, mate, but it is very good to see you. Mr. Hugh, hi, sweet bear. Sweet bear. Um, Michael Hayward Bear, hello. Blazing Hogs, where Jupiter? Yeah, where Jupiter exactly. That was good grifting, Blazing Hogs. Very good grifting. Yes. And where is Jupiter a woman, dude? Yeah, a whammon. I'm not sure. I just got the impression that Jupiter was a whammon, but I could be totally wrong. But where is she or he a mod at? Because there weren't a mod on Jesse's channel, and you said they were a mod. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Carl Bear. Michael saying hello to Dustin. Right, let me. Doombot saying, I'm just trying to get to everyone and actually see you here, man, and get back on top of things. Doombot 9000, good to see you, sir. New avatar, I like it. Very optical. Looks like a bee on my camera lens. Awesome. Well, it's, as you know, the hexagon. I could be mistaken for being Illuminati confirmed. It's the graphene oxide molecule, isn't it? No, fuck you. It's sacred geometry, and that's all of ours. But I'll just say, um, triangles not included. Bees, honeycombs are hexagonal, so that's why it is hexagonal. In truth, um, it's not my image, mate, but I found it, and I will do my own version of it. But it's the cropping is my own idea, and I think it looks cool and almost floral the way I've cropped it. I like it. Um, Actually, Doombot, let's do this. Doombot, give me your link in the chat, mate, and say something cool. And if you give me a link, I'll pin your channel, mate. Okay, and that'll make Connor happy as well. Doombot, give me your and actually I should have pinned Connor's channel, shouldn't I? Well, I'll do that next time, Connor. All right, I promise you. I don't know if he's here, but I will pin Connor's channel at some point. But Doombot, for now, let's pin Doombot's channel. Anyone who wants to get into the Plasma Moon map or is into circuit bending, this little robot. In fact, he might be a big robot. I'm not sure. He's a mainframe, however big that is. He's awesome. So you have to go and check out his channel right now. Point Fire, Christian Nak Muay Farang. Put on the full armor of God and incorporate sky-piercing knee. Whoa. That's like some mad level. I know what that is, man. That's like, oh man, what do you call those like mad boss battles? Like anime or manga boss battle shit. Is that what that is? Christian Nakmoy Farang. Put on the full armor of God and incorporate sky piercing knee. Is that what that is, dude? What I don't even know what that is, mate. If that's some mad computer game reference shit, you gotta get me up to speed on that. Or I'll just research it later. Thank you. Dusan Chalad. Hi everyone. I came 47 minutes in. Fashionably very late, dude. Fashionably late. Michael saying hello to Blaze. Dusan Cholvak saying hello to Michael. Right, let me skip ahead on this stuff. Paradox Fossils. I've been keeping myself busy today. Yes, Paradox Fossils is now a chance beekeeper. How cool is that? And I'm a chance fruit fly keeper. Amazing. Art matters. Yes, do you know what? Just joking aside, man. We got such a good vibe here, don't we? Just saying. I'm so proud. I love it. Chessboard, high speed. I've told Ken, and he loved it. Told Ken about what? This thing or what? High speed. I've told Ken, and he loved it. Told Ken what? Chessboard. Told him about this shit, or told him about what? Dude, get me up to speed on that. That sounds awesome, but let me know what you mean, mate. Shit. I hope me talking smack about Kenny's. I'm sure you could take it, Kenny. I'm not really talking smack about you. I'm just keeping it real. I love you. I do. We've all got our blind spots. We really do. Um, I've got loads of them. You've only got one, but it's a pretty important one. But anyway, um, but I've been watching Uncle Kenny for like 3 years, man. In fact, I say 3 years, 4 years was since 2016, I think. Um, yeah, man, been watching him for ages. I actually hadn't watched him for a while, and then I'd look back at him and realized he was talking all about the truth stuff and this particular agenda. And he's really powerful voice for Australia as well, with what's going on, the New World Order thing. He never got into that before that that I was aware of. Just the magnet stuff was just fascinating. Um, but yeah, man, it's all good. It is all good. Um, Nemo, let's see if Nemo can confirm whether or not it was highlighted. Paradox Fossils, where is Nemo anyway? Oh, what part of the world? Good question. He may have answered that once, but I don't recall. Mr. Hugh would love a glass of wine. Well, do it then. Although actually, no, I don't want to be advising people to drink because I think drink is totally sucks. I don't drink myself, not into it. Get a new hobby like becoming a YouTuber. It, you know, it's heavy, man. I will say it can be heavy, like getting over. If there's any bits of you not worked out, they will get found out pretty soon if you get yourself into the public domain. But it's worth it though, becoming something more. Um, it's a cool hobby though, in that sense. You know what I mean? Why not? Michael Hayward, Uncle Bone. Most vices lead to pick vices that are going to grow you. There you go. That's what I'll say. I think most vices are just misplaced uh pastimes or something, or ill-advised pastimes. Let's put it that way. There's enough things you could be doing that improve you that can be utterly absorbing. I promise you. Michael Hayward, Uncle Bones, where are you? But deep down, the only reason you feel fulfilled anyway is because you still have the fracture in the mind, and you haven't realized your true cosmology, and you are tranquil. What you are is necessarily, essentially tranquil already. So any belief that you're anything other than tranquil is just that. It's a faulty belief, a faulty conception. That which belies you is already tranquil, and you don't exist. And the things that are currently calling you are made of clouds. Essentially, they're not made of anything. They are made of imaginary stuff. So there you go. It's that easy. So a shift in perception. It's as far away as a shift in perception. There you go, which can be you know, a moment or eons. It depends. Um, but it's not an account of you that it shifts. There's no you. It's um it's either karmic or by God's grace or by fate's grace or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, just come into alignment with a good will or a good wish. There's no such thing as free will though. Um, and so therefore there's no guilt and there's no blame. Take responsibility in a sense, yes, but not of anything though at the same time. Don't take responsibility. Do, but don't. It's a fine line. But anyway, that is the straight and narrow path, man. It really is. Sweetly Morbid Bear, what we saying? If you're out, give leader. What? If you're out, give leader. Does that make you a queen? Oh, if you're our hive leader, I presume that means. Does that make you our queen? No, I'm your king, and that's the point. It's a shake up. It's a shift in the normal way of things, the normal conventions. I left the old hive because the evil queen was a bitch, and I now live in a drain where the fruit flies help me out because I have an injured wing. So all the fruit flies who are getting pissed off some fermenting orange peel are just having a little party and having a good time and helping me out, getting me some grub. Um, and I'm entertaining them for their troubles. So that's pretty much the meta narrative there. But we're having a better time than the rest of the garden. That's going to shit because of globalism or something. I'll find a way to extend that metaphor out and make it even more torturous. But yeah, Nemo, not. Oh no, not highlighted shit. That does not work. Fuck, I've been doing that the whole time. Nemo, literally, I've been doing that the whole time, thinking that that was highlighting people's names. Nemo's just fucking saved me. That's because I'm a total novice, Nemo. I've only been doing like literally only going into chats proper. Oh man, I can't believe that for like a few months. Oh shit. Dude, literally, I've been on a hard grift and they've not been seeing my messages then because that whole grift relies on the fact that they see it and no one else does. Fuck. Mate, you've just taken my grift game into the next level, even though I thought it was already at that level. That explains everything. Shit. Shit. Damn. Nemo. All right. Live and learn. Shit. All right. Well, you just wait and see, man. You wait and see, people. Daddy's gonna get you even more friends now. Nemo is amazing. I love you, Nemo. I do. See the way. Oh man, so good. Point Fire, Blazing Hogs, wishing you many more birthdays, brother. Keep enabling the caffeine nasal flosses. Cool. Apparently, if you stick it up your ass, that can clean your blood too. Coffee enemas, true. Apparently, it can help as a cancer cure regime or something like that. Protocol, I should say. The Enlightened Man got a Freedom of Information Act video of the UK deaths before Ovid and during Ovid. Maybe play it, bro, and watch the BS as it's a good debate. Legend, man. Well, let me see if I can pin that for now. I'll just say to you, Mank, that the only problem is in fact, let me. Oh man, let me see where's that gone now. I'm trying to find your message, mate. Um, shit, the chat's got way ahead of me, hasn't it? That's crazy. Well, Mank, I'm not quite seeing your message, even though I'm scanning for it. But, um, dude, I'm not seeing it. That's a shame. I was gonna. It doesn't matter. You know what? I was gonna pin it actually, mate. I was gonna say I can't play it like the other day, Mank. Let me explain actually why you're here and everyone's here. Oh, it's that one. Actually, I found it, mate. I've actually found it. Let me do this. Well, replace pin message. Okay, there you go. Right, I've pinned that then, man. So that's the best I can do right now is pin it, mate. In fact, well, I might just at least bring it up just to see it because it'll be a bit of fun. Me, all right, let me try and do this a sec. Bear with me, folks. Dun, 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 dun. So basically, Mank saw me doing screen share, playing with screen share capabilities the other day. The only thing, Mank, that I've had to do is from that video, I've gone back to Firefox. I'm not using Google Chrome right now because my drivers are so old for my Tascam audio interface that with Google Chrome, it can't actually hack it, and it's introducing audible distortions to the microphone, like clips, lots of little clicks and things. So I'm gonna have to abandon Google Chrome and proper screen sharing with sound for now. Firefox and go with Firefox instead, which is smooth audio, but it doesn't enable sound, and there are some definite limitations. But let me just, I mean, since you have brought it up, let me at least show it as a little cameo, if I can. It's just a bit of practice for me having to go at doing it anyway. Um, so if I think it's this one. Okay, so let's try this. Right, I don't know if this will work, but I'll try. Like I said, there's definitely not going to be sound bank, so it's probably a bit futile anyway. But I can at least sort of show the video for people's to get their curiosity juices going. It's a little cartoon dude. Look, it's Richard Upton as a younger cartoon version of himself. I'll watch it later, dude. That's for sure, mate. Can I get the subtitles on, actually? Subtitles. How many funerals have taken place in Portsmouth burials? Oh. Right, you know, I'm going to have to watch that then another time, mate. It looks good, though. Well, actually, sorry, I'm sure people are going to still appreciate it to some degree. He's going through the normal death figures for previous years in Portsmouth. The video is called "The Numbers Don't Add Up," and it says, "And now for 2020, the numbers." Right. Well, yeah, Mank. Actually, you know what? I might actually even cameo it. Well, thanks for putting me onto that. Pinaki News. All right, let me sub to that, and I'll check it out for sure. All right, Mank. Yeah. You know what? I'll leave it there, but I will watch it definitely. Much respect. Much respect. Fuck off, Ruthless. Beware of the cyber bully. Is that that's hilarious. That is so funny. Presumably that's Ruthless then. Presumably it's Ruthless. Right, bear with me. I'm just going back and the chat's got so far behind at this rate that it's probably futile, but you know, I'm having a good time. I hope you're all having a good time too. God, she is hot, man. I've just gone back. I'm looking at the screenshot that I used. She's very hot woman. Oh damn! You know that link took me away from. By the way, I might just warn everyone that link takes you away from the live stream, and that's kind of screwed me up a bit because I now can't go back in the chat for the live stream proper. Well, I could go so far only, but oh man, right? Yeah, it's not happening for me. Right, I'm not actually able to see who. So if someone could be eyes for me, is presumably that new account? Is it blue or not blue? That's all. That's what I was mainly trying to find out. Is the oh, hang on, it's working now. Call Snyder. All right, I'll get to your call because I know I've got to see where you came from, and I know I apologize for forgetting. Oh, I see Jupiter's there. Top is here too. Right, I'm gonna assume that's the real Jupiter. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna just assume that's the real Jupiter, and then I can vouch for you. And then, so you're a mod now, Jupiter. I need to check where Call Snyder came from. Although I do remember getting you from somewhere or something. But yeah, I'll have to get to it. It's all good. Dang, man. All right, let me try and get back on top of this because that I probably shouldn't have done that just now, man. But fuck it, I had a good time. It was practicing my screen sharing capabilities. Well, I'll get to you. Fuck off, Ruthless. Lovely avatar of the Joker. It is pretty awesome, I have to say. Beware of the cyber bully. Yes, exactly. I got nothing against you until you start talking absolute smack and trying to sow discord in this space when I'm not an echo chamber, self-evidently not a fucking echo chamber, mate. When no one was on my side the other day when I was mean to Wagon, and you know, so there you go, mate. Everyone thinks themselves here, dude. So come on now. Sweetly Morbid Bear. If you're the Hive leader, does that make you a queen? I already read that one, didn't I? Oh, I think you were restating it, and I did get it, honey. I did get it, yeah. And I answered it. No, I'm not. I'm not a gay bee. Richard Upton, here comes Mank with his gay porn video links. Yeah. Sweetly, sorry, Paradox Fossils. Sweetly is a very enlightened medium. Right. Well, I'm gonna have to go and watch some of Sweetly's stuff proper then. All right, I'll join your cult then, Sweetly. I will. Michael Hayward, active pisser. Is that actually active pisser's not actually here though, right? Nemo, sweetly morbid, cool. Just 2 mins of Zazen a day makes a difference. Just my opinion. Wish you well. I think that's great advice. Yeah, you know what? 2 mins to sit in quiet, absolutely, and reconnect. Absolutely, dude. Sweetly morbid bear paradox. Thank you takes one to know one. Are you a twat too, Sweetly? Cool. Um, That's a joke, both of you guys. Only playing. Chessboard Wagon Breadth. Hello, sweets. Right, let me blast through these. Sorry, you know what? I get into the habit of just sort of saying them all, but I don't need to. I can skip past a bunch. So I'm just, if I miss your messages, don't take offense, all right? Um, Michael Hayward, Wagon, are you still clothed? That was worth it. And I do need to know as well. The Enlightenment, you're far behind my enlightenment hive. Haha. Um, he's too enlightened for the rest of us. He's way beyond. He's so beyond that spelling of words just doesn't matter anymore. Chessboard, Sweetly Morbid Bear, Hey Bear, same. Oracles and Beyond is here. What? Nice to see you, Oracles. Very good to see you. Um, that's Cassie from Oracles and Beyond, everybody. Who Connor from Bigfoot and On put me onto. So totally legend. Oracles and Beyond. Hello, Richard. Would to everyone who wants to see the Enlightened Manx link, right click and open a new tab because it will take you away from the live stream. I just realized the hard way. But do it now, and I might actually start pinning our crew. Yeah, I think Connor's got a point. So I think I will start pinning our crew like oracles, and so I probably will do that. And everyone, all of my crew, can post their links whenever they want to do it. Okay. But I know you're all polite and cool, and you just wait for me to tell you. But hi, Evelyn. Hello, Oracles. I see you, Cassie. Post your links, man. Cassie, Oracles and Beyond showed me the joy of shilling your channel out on other people's channels. So do it, but put something cute like um, possible naked yoga tarot if you ask nicely, and then just post your link. You know what I'm saying? Blazing Hogs, bahaha, bruv, it's a flame. Oh yeah, I know. And the wild boar. Oh, I couldn't see the wild boar, mate. It's so small on my StreamYard screen. I just can't appreciate it. Sorry, dude. Uh, right. Which when peeps try to get my attention in chat, they post right flame and wild boar, which means blaze and hogs. Oh yeah. Think we got it now at Hiveless B, and ye sound is good. Thank you, bro. It's quiet, but my sound is good. Thank you, mate. Um, I'm learning, mate. Blaze and hogs. Well, I've only got an 102 IQ so today, but there you go. Point fire. The Buddhist monk is worshipping his morning wood. Wow, dude, that's deep. That's what she said. Morning wood. That was a morning wood joke. Blazing hogs. Point fire. Salute and blessings. Yep, yep. Paradox Fossils, everyone thumbs up, Fiveless like button. Wow, I don't even have to say anything, and it's happening all by itself. You guys are amazing. Spontaneously generating a successful channel. And I don't even have to do anything anymore. Takes on a life of its own. I'll scratch your back if you grift for me. Fruit flies. Paradox Fossils then come back and push his buttons and pull his chain. Nemo, blasphemy. Earl is alive and well. He is the all, the Alpha and Omega, King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. Really? I didn't know he was homosexual, but also he's God. Wow, he is Earl that which is. Well, Earl was that which is, as we all are that which is. And so, how is it that that which is prays to that which is? Deep, man. Very profound. Point fire, get a Ouija board and you can chat with Earl. Absolutely. All right. Earl, don't haunt my Ouija board if you're still in this earthly plane. Uh, no taps for yes. Shit, he is. It's true. Art Matters 23 watching and film 23 with Jim Carrey was weird. Whoa, dude, that must mean I'm the one, or I'm the two, and I'm the three. I'm the alpha and omega and the beta and the gamma. Blazing Hogs Earl. Michael Hayward, how many thumbs can the bee take today? Dude, well, the most thumbs I've ever taken in one session is currently 22. But if you can up that, guys, literally, then go for it. But slender thumbs only. Paradox Fossils, Hogs, lol. Um, Sweetly Morbid Bear, the Enlightenment, amen to that. You know, it's at this kind of time that in a symbiosis, a symbiotic relationship with all you fruit flies, round about an hour and 26 minutes in, that I start to really get deep into the trance. Because this is a happening, people. I don't know if you've noticed, but it is. Richard Upton, if Jim Carrey did some good films, Art Matter, did you see that documentary about when he, what's that say? When he AMDE the film man on the moon. Yeah, no, oh yeah, I know that film. I know that film. It was scary how much he took over the character of Andy Kaufman. Yeah. I'm aware that he may have even won awards for that, and it was said to be an amazing performance. And he's Jim Carrey is eccentric and next level talent for sure. But yeah, some say he's like some sort of high priest Satanist dude, and yet on the other hand, he seems to be touting a lot of the Eastern stuff that I'm touting. So it's like, what? Which is it, man? And by the way, I might just say there is a lot of this sort of small-minded Christian types or anyone. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like the real Bible bashers that don't really have any nuance. That just think that seem to conflate Eastern wisdom with paganism. You see what I mean? Like godless. Um, um, well, you know what I'm saying. Godless paganism, basically. No, no, no. It's they're quite distinct. It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. Paradox fossils. I love little black bunnies that poop blue diamonds. What the fuck? I give people. I love little black bunnies that poop blue diamonds. Okay, what does that mean? Is that a metaphor for something, or is that true? Little black bunnies that poop blue diamonds. What does that mean? Can I have one? Sweetly Morbid Bear, music and children's stories are the real written word. Yeah, man. Well, it, you know, Ren and Stimpy will probably get you enlightened if you watch it often enough. I think, well, yeah, South Park has pretty much saved a whole generation of us otherwise could be, would be, you know, confused folk. Yeah, something. Dexter's Laboratory came up the other day. I think that's brilliant. The Simpsons failed hard. Early days Simpsons was awesome, but it became an establishment amplifier, like Family Guy in the end, which is just humor being used for evil. Art Matters, Richard Upton, not seen. We'll check that out. Yay. Paradox Fossils, I think Hyrule is a love child, a result of his mum visiting one of the Bee Gees. Oh, yeah, Bee Gees, dude. Extending the B meta universe. Amazing, Paradox Fossils. Well, that fan art I suggested earlier. Can't wait to when this channel's big enough to start a competition for fan art that depicts the injured bee-winged king of the new surrogate hive in a drain with the fruit flies, and now he can also be singing the Bee Gees or something. You know what I mean? Like, I look forward to that fan art. It's going to be epic, and I want it to be like super detailed, like a Ren and Stimpy, one of those Ren and Stimpy graphic shots from the cartoon, you know, where you could see all the veins. I love that shit. Michael Hayward, that's a great movie, Richard. Um, Connor, Bigfoot and on. I'm a swamp hillbilly. Well, let's do this then. Connor, post me your channel and I'll pin it. Let me do that. And I know you weren't saying that, but I'm gonna do it anyway because you're right. You are actually right. But definitely always pin your channel, post channel, but also post channel and I'll pin it. But let me know it's your channel. Richard Upton, behave paradox. Very good. Um, Bigfoot and on. R.I.P. Young Dolph. I don't even know what Young Dolph is, but I might look that up later as well. The Enlightened Man, my YouTube channel playlist of amazing enlightenment videos. All right, I'll check that out. Still haven't found your YouTube channel, Enlightened Man. I can't find that anywhere. But I'll check that out, mate. I don't know if that'll take me to your channel, but yeah, nice one. Richard Upton, yes, yeah, Michael. Hink Man on the Moon is my favorite Jim Carrey film. He doesn't do much now, does he? No, he just goes on talk shows, and it seems like he actually is insane. Like, I think the guy is actually possibly genuinely insane. Chesswood, high risk B, small bit of trivia. Government equals to steer the mind. That's right. Govern means to steer. Ment or menti means the mind. That's right. Well, I thought it meant control, but the same difference. I thought, the governing government meant control and then meant mind. That's right. Mind control is the way I heard it. But to steer the mind, same difference for sure, dude. Very nefarious stuff. Point fire. Uh, Thumpers always remind me of the Clockwork Orange, Malcolm envisioning himself as the centurion whipping Jesus. You know, I'm going to have to look that up. I don't know that reference, mate, but it sounds utterly awesome. Thank you. Cool Snyder, missing persons and mysteries, lol. Cool Snyder, what channel did you come from, man? I just forget where you came from, but I do remember the name for some reason. But let me know if you can. It'll be super useful because I could fast pass your marred status. Um, Michael Hayward, Richard, I think Jim is living off his riches. Well, he does go on talk shows and stuff, but yeah, he's mad. Like I said, he talks about all the Eastern deep stuff, and sometimes he's on point with it, but it's just. But maybe he went through a phase. Like I went through a phase where I was all about it, and then it sort of settles. So to be fair, it could have been just that. So who knows? Art matters. I did like that Jim Carrey film, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. That's my favorite Jim Carrey film. Art matters, 1,000,000%. I love that film. I love the music in it. Beck, man, it's all Beck. What's that? The title track of that, man? I just forget, but it was yeah, it was awesome, man. By the way, I love Scott Pilgrim versus the World. There's sort of something similar going on with those films. That's where I'm at, mate. I'm very cerebral, so I'm into that sort of stuff for sure. Paradox Fossil, Connor needs to get on with Hiveless. Yeah, well, Connor does need to get on with Hiveless. I tend to think though that I like to get Connor on. I seem to think of the midweek chill stream as not primarily the one where I offered Wagon on this particular occasion because she seemed to have one she wanted to go off on, and she's and I was trying to put that to bed from the other day, so that was why I was offering that. I don't normally think of the midweek chill stream as one that I'd particularly tend to get people up for. I'm not against it, but it's just as far as I'm concerned, it's like a sit back, chill, kick it, and just total engagement with the chat and it be about you guys. A lot of time when I get people on, it's not all about the chat. So I do like the midweek chill stream being a bit more about that. But any other night, pretty much, and certainly the 15 minutes of drain. Yeah, got to get Connor on again for sure. Cole Snyder, what's coming next? Power grid failure or internet collapse? Well, yeah, both of those things look like they're 1,000,000% on the cards. My shout exactly, Cole Snyder. I'm waiting for any of those two eventualities. In fact, I utterly suspect them to. Klaus Schwab has already said there's going to be cyber pandemic. So yeah, that's going to happen, mate. And rolling blackouts, like the Tesco advert suggested, that Mank put me onto the other day, which was really useful. Thank you, Mank. Total legend, mate. Paradox fossils, those two together would be awesome. Right. Richard Upton, I'd say power grid collapse, Cole. Well, I'd say they could be both related, couldn't they? Yeah, because if you did the cyber, I'm gonna disagree with Richard Upton just to be particular, but I thought of a way that both could happen simultaneously. I think they're gonna do something with a solar flare, a so-called solar flare, or because that blow Transformers out, that'd be awesome. In which case, Richard Upton would be right. But then, if you did the cyber pandemic, the cyber attack, that would justify why there could be a whole infrastructure collapse on all at all parts of the infrastructure, and why there would be limits necessarily on goods moving back and forth, including fuel, which you'd need essentially to power the power stations. So that would explain why there's got to be we got to ration power all of a sudden. So I tend to think that they're probably going to get the cyber pandemic first, but you know what? Who knows? I think they've floated both possibilities, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Mr. Hugh, for sure, Cole Snyder. Yeah, I just don't know. But either way, you're right. You know, at least the wise ones of us up in this place know what's up, man. So you know, it is refreshing, isn't it, to have a sort of that to be the consensus in the space. That's awesome. Art Matters, Cole Snyder. Have you heard of dead internet theory? Okay, well, I haven't heard it coined like that, so that's really cool. And Jupiter, it's good to see you, Jupiter. I couldn't appreciate your picture before. You're beautiful, Jupiter. Nice to see you. I thought you were a woman. Are you a real woman or not? Paradox Fossils, Drops of Jupiter. Oh my God, he's already singing to you, honey. He is smooth. Richard Upton, what does everyone think about that Liverpool hospital car bomb? Do you think it was real or fake? It looks a bit fake to me. Get England on a nice high terror alert, then lock them down over Christmas. Yeah, well, that was a bit of an overreaction going to the high terror alert. What I seem to think happened was that clearly the bomb was on a timer because it went off, so they said at 10:59 a.m. and it was just before 11 o'clock on Remembrance Day. And there was a church service that he was supposedly meant to attend. Now, you could be right that that was all the story, but that it was unbeknown to him that he had that on his person, and that they were always going to roll that story out, that there was the intention to have done it just to justify the raising of awareness and the arming of police. And then when police are already armed and calamities start to strike, then it's it's a smooth transition. Who knows? Or it could be just setting the people, putting it in the people's mindset for the real false flag that's going to come down the pike. Allegedly, that's just a possibility. You're right. It's pre-programming to put it in the mind that when the next thing happens, you're already thinking that it was on the cards, whereas really it wasn't. And it wouldn't take much for that kid to have had a handler who was given a package, who was told to go to a location, and that happened. It also looked possible that he was meant to go to the church, like it was claimed, and that it was a fuck up, and the thing was on a timer. But the only real reason you'd have a thing on a timer like that is if the person in question didn't necessarily know what they were carrying. Otherwise, why wouldn't it be a trigger based thing? So it's an interesting thing. You know, why would you leave it to chance? How could you leave something like that to chance? So that is what is up with it. Yeah, I agree. There's something up with that. You wouldn't leave that to chance with a timer, would you? It doesn't follow. So there's definitely something wrong with that. For sure, I think, in my opinion. Call Slider, Shays the art. Please elaborate. I should work for MI5 if MI5 wasn't bent. Or they Michael Hayward, Mank, you are known. Cole Schneider, what's chessboard Hiveless Beak told Ken about the smartest person in the room. Oh yeah, and he loved it. Awesome, dude. That is awesome. And then did you tell him about my channel? Haha. There is a dimension where that might even be true. He's a scholar and a very smart man, but on certain fronts, I think I got the edge, but only on certain fronts. Mr. Hugh, and by the way, Ruthless right now would be having a field day at that shit if I hadn't killed him. Mr. Hugh, hi, and it serves you right, mate. Mr. Hugh Hiveless, he said, and I'm still sub to him, and I still like him. You know what I mean? I still like you, mate. It's just fuck you. Hiveless, he said you have big bum cheeks. Who did? Who said that? And it's not actually true, mate. I've lost 2 stone, and I went for a jog this morning for the first time in 3 weeks, and I'm now floating around 13 stone. I was 15, and I shouldn't be. Um, and some of that's muscle, even a little bit of it is muscle. Uncle Bones, Hiveless B, good to see you, Uncle Bones. By the way, missed you, man. I am excommunicado. Why? The Bigfoot Brain Trust, particularly Leon, the psycho, anal liars. Zer has deemed me hostile. Can't talk. They may find me here. That sounds the big. Oh right, I'm excommunicado. The Bigfoot Brain Trust. Yeah. Particularly Leon, the psycho anal liars. Zer has deemed me hostile. Can't. Well, that's funny as fuck. Is that I know Leon? Leon's from. He's got a 3-letter kind of name, hasn't he? LB something. Is that who you mean, Leon? And I'm not really familiar. I may have seen him on a panel, and I don't know about the I don't really know about the politics, Uncle Bones. You know, I hear some things, but that's funny as fucks. That's funny as fuck. Well, you'll always be welcome here, Uncle Bones, mate. You can hide out here for a bit. Hide out here for a bit, mate. It's all good. Very funny. Bigfoot and Arn Hiveless, what's your name on Jeff's Facebook list? Oh, right. Well, I don't know if I want to tell you here like this, but can I find you? I tell you what, Bigfoot, just post a link through Jeff to get to me. Give Jeff a your Facebook link, mate, and tell Jeff to forward it to me, and I'll get you that way, bruv. Nice one. Um, Jupiter Richard, Blazing Hogs, Jupiter, you made it. Yeah, Jupiter, it's good to see you, by the way. Thanks for coming. I hope you enjoy it. I do. Um, She's so white. Monta now Hiveless. Well, I did already do it. But I now realize how far behind I really am. Chessboard. Right. I'm going to try my best to just be pretty brutal now. And I'm sorry, Milky Enlightenment people are known. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds racist as well, Enlightenment. What are you saying? Jupiter's saying hi to Blaze and Hugs. Right. I'm going to just try and actually catch up with you as much as possible. I know I said that before, but you know what I'm saying. Yes, Uncle Bones is a hard ass, Michael. I see that too. Sweetly Moby Bear, Hiveless speaks so eloquently. Oh, thank you. Sometimes, honey. It's not always, as you bore witness to the other day. Chessboard, Uncle Bones, you may run but cannot hide. Chessboard stirring the paranoia about something he knows nothing about. He's awesome at doing that, but also did it actually in a light-hearted way so as to make Bones feel at ease. Big fun and on. Connor, I'm pushing back against the French mafia down here in the Panhandle. Well, that sounds epic. My God. Shit, guys, are you all in your own action movies or something? Me too. I'm saving the world from Bill Gates. It's just a very long hero arc. Keep grifting for me, fruit flies, quickly. I must amass power unto myself. And defeat the globalists. Mike Hayward, heard you bashing Pat and Lockbeard, lol. I heard you bashing Pat and Lockbeard. Me? Or, you'll be talking to about Bones, right? Pretty sure you talk about Bones. I actually watched a bit of that myself. Brandy put me onto it. I thought Lockbeard did well. I thought it was a good move for him, and I think he should do more of that stuff. Jupiter, Top is here too. Yeah, I haven't seen Top Man, but yeah. I mean, Top isn't Top Man a clothes store? Paradox Fossils. I thought the Panhandle was controlled by old folk votes. Old folk votes, as in old people votes. Right. Our hive. Beautiful. Maraid is here. Maraid Hasketh. Hi, guys and guys. Well, look, I know I'm behind, but I'm trying my best to get through. Blazing Hogs. Ain't seen Taps Oracle. Right. I'm just going to skip through and see what we've got. Enlightened spiritual people are known because we are the rebels of the resistance. You're right, man. You could have said Renaissance there as well, I suppose. But yeah, we are the rebels of the resistance. Enlightened spiritual people are known because we are the rebels of resistance. Well, yeah, their agenda is such that they've been able to smoke us out, enlightened man. I think that's what he's saying. I guess you're right. Yes, mate. A very clever agenda that they've top game globalists, but also you win, you lose no matter what, and we win no matter what. So too bad for picking your side. Icon the Great is here. Oh, look, it's the Blabbering Bee. Hello, mate. Yeah, good to see you, bro. Well, if you also post your link, mate, I'm going to hopefully get to the point where Connor actually did post his link and I can pin his channel. And actually, and that goes for Oracles and Beyond as well. And if you post your channel, mate, I'll pin yours for a bit as well. And like I said, anyone who wants to post their comments, do it and get everyone to sub to you. It's your job to be charming, though. Uncle Bones, Michael Hayward. Very good. Sending a link. All right. I understand you don't let these fuckers take you down. Love you. Right. He's posted a link. Well, I'll have to check that out too, then, Bones. That sounds epic. Well, you might as well piss off some losers before you die, Bones. What better way to spend your evenings on your deathbed? Good for you, mate. Icon the Great. Hello to all the fine chatters. Hello, Icon the Great. I've missed you, sir. Cole Snyder, Maraid. Richard Upton, hiya. Right, I might say while everyone's in, or loads of people are in, I might say again, there's no show tomorrow night because I'm going to my Trufa meeting. But yeah, probably Friday night we'll do a 15 minutes of Drain on a Friday instead, I reckon. And then everyone can jump up and we can all meet each other and that'll be fun. Hobbs, if you're ready for Friday, let's do Friday. Hobbs has suggested Saturday though. It's possible that I could, well, we'll play it by ear. We'll play it by ear. Right, let's blast through all these. What's Chessboard saying? Because I just skipped a bunch. Chessboard, hi, B. Man asked the store clerk if the bug spray was good for flies. Store clerk replied, no, it kills the fuckers. Very good. In that way, I was good for all my ex-girlfriends. They're all dead now, and I'm not going to tell you where the bodies are. In my basement. Shit. Tourette's. Connor. Anon. Hey, Maraid. An icon. Right, let's blast through these. What's Bigfoot saying? Thank you for pinning something else. Let's go, Brandon. Yeah, well, I hear you, Connor. I hear you. I heard you loud and clear, and I am actually listening, even when I don't give you instantaneous credit for saying brilliant things every single fucking time, Connor. He's next level. Speak of enlightened, he is the next level, is Connor. Really. Cole Snyder, that's going to be hard pass for me. That's going to be a hard pass for me. Right. Michael Hayward, Icon the Great, glad to see you. I'm unless that was to me, Cole Snyder, in which case I must have grifted you from one of the naked yoga streams. Icon the Great, Maraid, he's just saying hi. He's just saying hi. Oh, and what's that? Bigfoot on. I am praying for Ruthless. Yes, well, we're all praying for Ruthless. Indeed, indeed. It might just be a temporary thing. Hopefully, he can learn some manners. But yeah, he was going in a bit too hard last time. I mean, everyone else, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I won't get into it again. Fuck it. Fuck it. Icon the Great. Just saying hello to people. Right. Okay. Let me do this. Paradox Fossils, Firefox. I forget about Firefox. Yeah, well, I use it primarily because I can't actually use Safari because it's just so out of date with my system and it doesn't. Anyway, nothing works with it. The Enlightened Mank, use Opera web browser, a good web app, better than Google Chrome. Okay. Well, I don't know if it actually StreamYard possibly only does the tab screen share, which is super useless with sound for Google Chrome. It's just the way it's just a limitation of StreamYard. But I will look into that, Meg. Thanks. And I know you were also saying that to Paradox, I think. Right, who's messaging me? Brandy, what's she saying? Oh, right, Brandy's already done it. Anon. There you go. Brandy's too good, isn't she? Brandy has already sent me your Facebook page, Anon, so I'll get you in a bit. I'll get you in a bit. Uncle Bone saying hello to Icon. I hope everyone's sub to Icon the Great, by the way. You really should. He's at 23 subs last I checked. And I say let's get him to a quick 50 and he can start streaming proper. Paradox Fossils, yes, I liked Firefox the movie, but also Firefox the browser. That was very tenuous, and I liked it. Paradox Fossils, very much my style. Richard Upton, Firefox was a great film, but an even better browser. Richard Upton, bit long though. Right, I've never seen that, but cool. Paradox Fossils, Firefox was a badass. In fact, I heard of Firefox the film recently. I just can't remember why. You know why it probably was? It's because I did a show called recently about trying Firefox the browser as a test stream. I think something to do with the film might have popped up afterwards. That must be where I've seen it recently. Michael Hayward, has anyone seen Finch? I don't know that reference, but Paradox Fossils Finch sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't know what that reference is. Great film, Paradox, says Mr. Hugh. Point Fire. How do the euthanasia? Oh, how do the euthanasia stats correlate with coup fatalities? Made Canada stats double on a yearly basis. Just saying. Right. What? Oh, MAID Canada. I need to know what MIAID stands for there to kind of get your question. I'm just probably being dumb, but how? Thanks for thanks for calling it the COOF, by the way. How do the euthanasia stats correlate with COOF fatalities? Right, yeah, right on, man. Yeah, the whole protocols we had over here as well with a drug called midazolam. Look into a midazolam in this country, which was the drug of choice for, yeah, helping people out their misery during the need to bump up the numbers allegedly. Chessboard icon, you right on, brother. Exactly. Right, can I blast through some of these as well? Art Matters. Uh, he's just saying he watched it. Watched it on. Oh right, M4U3. Good movie. Yes, watched it on. Okay, that's useful. Thank you. Very useful. Point Fire. I don't know if it's futile, but I am trying my best. Point Fire. Please search Chinese scientists escorted from Winnipeg Biolab by RCMP. I certainly will do it. Total legend, and thank you. Jupiter, I am here, and yes, you are here. Good to see you. Michael Hayward, I meant the new Tom Hanks flick. Okay. Jupiter, good to see you. What do you think from a Whammin's point of view? What's the appeal for about Jesse to you? I certainly get the appeal to Mandems, but I don't know the I am super curious about the Whammin's point of view. So I am curious to hear what draws you to Jesse. Is it because he there, he enlightened, or is it because he blat? Um, Jupiter at Hiveless B. Hello. Mwah, to you too. She hot. Are you single, Jupiter? Because I definitely should. Blazing Hogs. Easy, Jupiter. Don't go swinging away crazily. No, do. That will get you everywhere, Jupiter. Any time. Save Wagon's Wagon. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I might not go for much longer, but I've had a really good time, man. Point five. Good afternoon, Jupiter. Let me do this. Let me see how far ahead you guys are. Oh, I've just realized it's futile. Yeah, it's totally futile. It's so far behind that I just could never do it. And I don't like missing out on stuff because it's all so good. But what I could do is only go for the ones that, yeah, I'll just go with my instincts and really be brutal. Connor, Hiveless is a boss for sure, a man of the people. I love you too, Connor. And Connor, ditto to you. Blazing Hogs, what link ye post in Jupiter? I don't know. You know, I was asking you all to post your links. If I just don't get to them and get to pin stuff at this rate, I apologize, but I'll try my best. Paradox Fossils, I just took a shot of honey whiskey, so I might get a little goofy. Get a little goofy, dude. Haha. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Cassie Bear is one of the most supportive of soul siblings out there. Absolutely. Oh, she is all right. She fucking is. She's awesome, man. She raided me. She raided me hard, and it was awesome, and I loved it, and I want more. Art Matters, Bigfoot and on for sure. This hive has great peeps. Yeah, man. Only the best people seem to find this thing. I think you have to have earned the right through some good karma or some shit. I don't know what it is, but there's quite the beautiful space for me. Absolutely. And if I just made it a naked yoga channel first until I got my first 1,000 subs, all your beautiful voices would have been washed out by a bunch of perverts. So I'm glad that I did it the slow way. Amazing. But fate has smiled upon me with introducing me to the likes of Kana and Cassie, who are totally like magic fairies at the Subgrift watering hole campaign. Amazing. Michael Hayward, we can't have Goofy here, Paradox. No, that's that used to be the Friday stream, but yes, we've discontinued that. Big fun and on. Art matters, true dat. A nice escape from the static. Yes. Well, it's positively awesome, actually. Yeah, and people get it. Like people are all, yeah. It's beautiful to meet you all, and I really mean it. Life's short, man, but I love you. I do, and I do mean that. Really, it's nice to meet you, man. Spent a lot of years feeling very alone, so for us to somehow coalesce here and sort of boost each other's spirits is amazing. But I'd like to think there's more than that going on. Honestly, cross pollination of all the best insights. Awesome. Icon the Great, Michael Hayward, are you subbed to my channel? I started and shared a metal playlist and don't know if that triggers a notification or not. He really wants your sub, Michael. If he doesn't get you as a sub, it's not worth it for him. He's not going to stream until you sub him. So go and sub. Go and sub my dad, Michael, now. Then like Mank, Mikey, there is no link for my channel. I got a playlist though that should give access to my channel of knowledge. Well, I really want to get on your on your channel, Mank, just to see that you really are French. Blaze and Hogs again. JLP after party live chat 24/7. Legend. I'm definitely going to check that out in a bit. That's going to be my new grift campaign. Thank you. Sweetly Morbid Bear, making a real comment after the live helps spread the love and awareness and algorithm. I'm very bad at doing that, but Connor has said the same thing. And yes, I'm aware of it, but I'm just not very good at doing it myself. But you're right. You're exactly right. Art Matters icon. I'll check that out. Point Fire, if you summoned Earl's spirit, hide the Twinkies. Was he homosexual? I think I did say that earlier. He must have been then. Because doesn't Twinkie mean homosexual in America? I'm pretty sure that's what that means. I think Brandy taught me that. Earl, huh? I loved Earl, man. Earl was so awesome. You know what? I will actually play an ode to Earl. There you go. I will do a little ode to Earl one day and play a back-to-back compilation of a load of Earl stuff. As Get a Job done that compilation? He should have done if he didn't. And if he hasn't, someone should suggest it, but I only presume that he has done it. Yeah. Icon of Great Michael, no notification. You are desperate to get Michael over there, aren't you, Dad? I'm sure he's heard you. My chat. Oh yeah, big fun on my channel. There it is. Hope all y'all sub drop a comment so I can sub back. Whoa. Connor's on a sub for sub. Awesome. Well, that's one way of getting me to comment, at least, Connor. Although, unfortunately, you can only sub me once. Right, let me do this in You know what my problem here, Connor, just so you know, is it's one thing that showing up in you know where to find me. He just give it again really recently, so that's useful. Right, I'm gonna pin Connor's channel then. Oh shit. It's actually taking me to your channel. Right, let me try that. YouTube is being slow. Oh, what? Oh yeah, there it is. Replace pin message. There you go, Bigfoot. You are now my pinned message. I hope all your Christmases came true all at once. You are welcome, kind sir. Thank you. The Enlightened Man, everybody go and sub to Connor now, or you're not a true fruit fly. Do it. The Enlightened Man, oh no, don't activate the Ouija board. Yeah, I've never done one. I did somehow find myself in a bit of a sort of magic covenant at the end of school, sixth form. I don't know how that happened, but there was a weekly meet that there's some girls that were interested in witchcraft, and me and another lad were there, and I just don't even know what we were getting into, but it led to an affair with that girl that pissed off my then girlfriend, and she threw a ring at me that I bought her for her birthday. Um, Starting as I intended to go on, total player, um, and evil dark magic overlord. Icon of Great, Art Matters, let me know if that's accessible. Um, Bigfoot and On, The Truman Show, Jim Carrey, he is under the dome, dude. Well, that was a great film, wasn't it? That was awesome. That's probably my next favorite Jim Carrey film, and it is a bit of a wink to the true earthly cosmology. Michael Hayward, I will check you out, Icon. Oh yeah, sorry. I get into a bit of a trance with that, where I just read them all out, but I should just be trying to skip them. Paradox Fossils. Hey, Hiveless internet connection doing great today. I know, right? What the fuck is that about? They're not working on 5G through the night at the moment, then, which is good. Paradox Fossils. I give Bible thumpers a dirty look and a Valium. Yeah, exactly, man. It's like they're in their own little group, and they rude. They are rude. Like when I get into them and get on a little debate, there's a lot we could have in common if they only realized that I'm more like Jesus than they are. Because I'm out on a limb and I've realized the truth directly. And Jesus was a great example, but he was also a character in the book for all they know. And you can't have the book justify its own authority because that's a cop out. So the truth is the truth because it is announced either in your heart or through revelation or through realization, right? It can't be realized because a book told you, right? That means that you just listened to your parents or your pastor and you believed what they were saying about it. And that is lazy. Art Matters, just check playlist, all good icon. In fact, you could say, therefore, that any one of the three Abrahamic religions are necessarily not the true way. But if a true reading of Jesus, the character, like I said with Cahill Gibran, will get you there, though. It will get you there. If you see that he demonstrates a way of doing life, not that he is literally the way, though. The enlightened Mank, he's a brother, is what he is. Although I know a true scholarly reading of the Bible wouldn't have you reach that conclusion, in theory, according to some people, but I'd say that's the only wise reading of the book, though. Otherwise, you could get there without it. And so any claim to the contrary is an out and out dogmatic falsehood. The Enlightenment pagans worship nature and nature spiritualism. Awesome. Paradox fossils. Yay. Icon of Great Simpsons was good until Beavis and Butthead came out. I never actually watched Beavis and Butthead, or I was just sort of aware of the characters from MTV or something. But it always seemed totally stupid to me. But like I said, I never watched an episode. I just knew them as MTV little shorts or something, and them just laughing. Sweetly Morbid Bear. No Adult Swim. Oh, right. Not Adult Swim. I remember that as well. That was mad. Not Adult Swim. Corrupt inner child stories for grown ass adults, though. Right on, man. Right. Yeah, yeah, right on. Not Adult Swim. Corrupt inner child stories for grown ass adults, though. Right on, man. So that was some dark, edgy shit. Well, I don't know if you know, but Green. I forget his name now. Green, something Green. not Tom Green, but who's the gingerhead kid that was the sort of Doctor Evil's son in Austin Powers? Something Green or whatever. It was alleged that he's into all sorts of things, according to Isaac Cappy. Isaac Cappy alleged some things to do with him, and if they were true, well, actually, I think he came to either own the franchise or directed the franchise or something. But he has a relationship with Adult Swim. I think he came to own it or direct it or something. Um, Paradox Fossils. I swim in rivers looking for fossils. That was a very tenuous link, Paradox Fossil. I don't think Paradox Fossils knows what Adult Swim is, but I think he did his best. Well done. He tried. Paradox Fossils. I found an octopusy cat. Dude. Well, as long as you tried to have sex with it, that's fine. Shit, why did I say that? Because there hadn't been something edgy for ages. That's why I said that. And he did say pussy. Sorry, so rude of me. Don't go. I'm only playing. Niner 3000. Yes, Niner 3000. AP. Well, I'll just say about Niner 3000. What did you have to do, Niner, to get your mod status on Hake channel? I believe you're a mod on the Hake channel. In fact, and actually, let me do this because I've got a mod, Niner 3000, because he's a god to me. He's a celebrity. Um, Hang on, Niner. I'm coming to the rescue. Well, that's if I can find you, but I'm so far behind that I might fail. Oh, unless I made you a mod before, did I? Oh, I already made you a mod. You were here that last time. It's just I've only just realised you're a mod in Hakes today. All right, good. Well, you're already a mod then. Good to see you, Niner. Very good to see you. What did you have to do to become a guard on the Hake Report? That's so cool. Jupiter, who pressed dislike? Possibly the guy I banished from the channel, or a super troll. But either way, or active shooter, and that's just his way of saying he into it. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Ruthless probably hit the dislike, or some born again in chat. Exactly. I was thinking Ruthless too, but some born again, yeah. Niner 3000, not me, Jupiter. No, I don't suppose it was you, Niner, at all. Mr. Hugh, Mank Channel, although you are welcome to, I don't mind at all, really. Mr. Hugh, Mank Channel is under God's name. Yeshua, is that what? What does it mean? Is his playlist called Yeshua or something? Blazing Hogs, Hillbilly, Show Pigs, Berkshire, Pork. Whoa, that is quite the advertisement. Hillbilly Show Pigs, Berkshire Pork. That might be his way of saying that's his channel, but either way, I'm definitely going to check that out later, dude. Note to self, check that out later. Thank you. What's up? Something in a spaceship. It doesn't come through on StreamYard. I don't get all emojis. The Enlightened Mac Jupiter, probably my Ruff, the Australian. Haha, yeah. Mr. Ruff, yeah, Mr. Yeah, possibly. That's what I thought. What's Niner saying? What is that? I think they've got their own secret code. That's yeah. Blazing Hogs. I now know what that means. Blazing Hogs. Sweetly Morbid Bear. Don't believe all the shit talk about Jesus. They lie about him to keep their followers, not his from rising up. What does that? I don't quite catch it, but that sounds mad. Don't believe all the shit talk about Jesus. They lie about him to keep their followers, not his from rising up. Right, so you're not a fan of me talking shit about Jesus. Well, I think the character Jesus is awesome, but I can't verify he's a real dude. But even if he was a real dude, he's nothing particularly beyond what any of us could be if we came back and stepped into the truth of being, wherein we are one with that which is in nature. So it's an allegory either way, or a metaphor, and it doesn't matter. But I personally think a literal belief that he is specifically the incarnation, the only one and only incarnation of God in that sense as a man. Um, I don't buy it being particularly useful to believe it. Even if it were true, it's not true. It's like, and even if it were true, why would God confuse us all by making that the case? I mean, but not that that's a legitimate question what I just asked there, but I'm just, um, I don't know, man. There's a fear of you being in the personality cult of Jesus, then. So I don't think that's particularly useful, really. By the way, um, i- as a character, showing you how it is fine. But I could generate a character that had everything that Jesus has about him that was true of him, and that you could come to generate faith in all the same ways about my fictional character. That's the true faith is in the heart. The true relationship with that which is another name for God, is in your heart, and it's personal. And which, in fact, it's not personal. In fact, it's the only thing that's not personal because there's no person about it. But you know what I mean. It's individual, or yeah. Um, it's well, I don't want to say subjective, but you know where I'm getting at with that. Anyway, that's all I'd say about that. But believe what you want, honey. Believe what you want. Blazing Hogs, Jupiter want to buy. And by the way, the way you said that was pretty cryptic. So if I've actually got the wrong end of the stick, that's your fault. Blazing Hogs, um, Jupiter want to buy a 1K gift. Sorry, what's that say? 1K guilt or jilt to follow next summer. I'm going to presume that's just some American weird hog cooking device that I don't know what it is. Maybe it's another name for a spit. Hey, Jupiter, you ever had a guilt roast? Do you want one? Um, the Enlightened Man, Mr. Hugh, thank you, brother God, the Enlightened of Arm. Well, I might just say this, man. I'm getting a little tired, and it's been good, hasn't it? And I've covered as much as I feasibly could. And he is some machine. Been going solid for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Whoa. Blazing Hogs, Hiveless, host, Jupiter, Sis. What does it mean? Host, Jupiter, Sis. Oh, right, I'm the host, and Jupiter is sister. Well, nice to meet you, sis. Absolutely nice to meet you, Jupiter. Blazing Hogs, go for it. Point Fire, Leper Lockdown. Yeah, we're gonna definitely have the next, and they're gonna blame it on the unstabinated, and yeah, we know where it's going, but it's like a slow motion car crash. It's like that bit in Austin Powers where the steamroller's headed towards the guy that won't move out the way. He's about like 10 minutes behind. He could just walk out the way. It's like that right now. It's ridiculous. The Enlightened Man, Jupiter, haha, the spirit of Earl. Yeah, well, Enlightened Man, you'd love Jesse Lee Peterson if you're not already aware of that whole crew over there, by the way. Sweetly Morbid Bear, Paradox, she already has her own little person. You may be waiting in line for a long time. A long, long time. What's that? Paradox, she already has her own little person. Right, okay. Icon the Great. I think that's Sweetly's way of trying to get you back on her case. Paradox or something. I'm not sure. Unless she's trying to disappoint you all over again. What is she playing at? Icon the Great. The internet can be wiped out. They'd make my day. That'd make my day. The internet, right? Um, is it? But ironically, the only lifeline we have right now are the ones provided to us by these sorts of connections. In that sense, um, although I will say that right now, let's hopefully it's a case of gathering all of the insights and wisdom and things we need to crack the code, man, to crack the conundrum that is the puzzle that is you. So that if you could do that, you're fearless. Ultimately, you gain the state of fearlessness, and you could fare anything. So maybe that's what we're doing right now. This sort of very last minute ditch attempt at becoming actualized. And this stuff matters, man. Like if we all get there, then we influence. Well, we each have a sphere of influence, so it is of consequence, So whatever, try and see your blind spots. Be willing to put truth as your god. Make truth your one and only. Um, Even if it's painful and you gotta, you know what I'm saying. Let's do it, people. Let's get there, man. Let's become actualized. Art matters. Earth girls are easy when Gina Davia was hot. Gina Davis. Sorry, my eyes are blurry. When Gina Davis was hot. Earth girls are easy when Gina Davis was hot. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to assume that's the name of her song. I'm going to look that up. Thank you. Paradox Fossils. I remember first hearing Hiveless live chat. This guy is so effing cool. Uh, but now I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here every night? Lol. Haha. Just effing with you. You're obsessed, like everyone. You're just totally obsessed, and it's hypnotic, and it's fun though. I mean, I don't know what the experience. I'll tell you this though, Paradox Fossils. Some people can't listen to themselves back, and um, I'm not saying this because I'm giving myself kudos or something. I'm not like self-obsessed like a narcissist or some shit, but I can watch my streams back. Every now and again, every now and again I sort of cringe about something or other, but on the whole, I can get into it, and that's because and it's melodic and engaging and interesting, and it flows through all sorts of weird avenues. And I just love the symbiosis with the chat. I just love the whole relationship. Yeah, I'm into it, man. In fact, I felt the urge that I wanted to do another good, solid stream where it's all like this with the chat just to establish it all over again for any new people floating into the channel. I wanted the most recent video to be a good one, and I think the last two have sort of been off for whatever reasons. Um, by the way, everyone, I should show you this actually while I'm at it. I know this is going to put me further back. I know this is going to put me further back, but I do want to show you this actually. This is quite interesting. Share. Um, can I actually do this? Let me try at least to do this. Right. Okay, can we get there? So behind the scenes, let's actually see if I can quickly do this. So what I want to show you is that stream with the really sexy lady as the thumbnail with a title that was called XXX equals ideal girlfriend question mark. Why sex sells, right? That video. It's currently approaching 4,000 views after 2 days. That's a crazy that you know what, me trying to get that. Oh, that could be a mistake. We're trying to load that. You know what? Should I abandon that? I'm going to abandon it. It's you know what? It's going to be a draw on my. I'm actually abandoning that. It's going to be a draw on my system. I'm not going to be able to manage it. But anyone who's interested, go and look at that stream after the fact, right? It stands out in terms of views. It's got approaching 4,000 views. That means 4,000 people in 2 days for a channel of my size. Um, and it's still going up. Like I basically drawn to watch that video where I'm actually talking about some funny deep shit. And it's not a bunch of naked boob shit. So it hasn't really translated to subs. It might have translated to a couple of subs, but not really many. Not really. But either way, very interesting experiment. I will be conducting one of those again. Dusan Chalvad, does anyone have more info on Schwab? Cyber yes, I know what you're saying. Although I've said it enough times, cyber pandemic. Go and look up the video, man. As in to unpack it, what they think about it. Well, there was a conference called Cyber Polygon, and I actually failed to watch it retrospectively. I was looking forward to seeing what it was about. Cyber Polygon conference followed shortly after his predictions. All I'll say is try and watch some of that. I need to do it myself. And also just there's been numerous cyber attacks all year. There was even a news story that I read on Sky News from yesterday, joking around with my stream, where I was testing out screen sharing. Where I actually read one of the headlines was, oh no, that was that today. I think that might be the one that I privated from today, actually, so you can't see it. But if you go on Sky News now, there was actually talk about one of the news stories was about like cyber attacks are at an all-time high, especially against companies that are to do with the jibber jab or against big pharma interest companies, which I joked that they should get a medal then or something. But the point is, your guess is as good as mine, but there is information out there like that. Like there have been a few cyber attacks of, energy installments or infrastructure. Like look back at the Texas. Um, wasn't there a Texas pipeline cyber attack following the Texas rolling blackouts that led to like 50 people's deaths? The writing's all on the wall. Your guess is as good as mine, but that's all I can tell you on that, mate. That's all I know. Jupiter, Blazing Hogs, I have a strong accent. Where from? Kidding. Okay. Where's that? Doombot 9000, Power Grid has been. Oh, by the way, Sweetly Morbid Bear, you asked me to look up. That film that you said that I reminded you of the character from. Arthur or something. Something Arthur. I looked it up and I see what you mean. The British kind of patter. It's the same rhythm. That's what you. It's the same sort of da a bada, and a bada. It's the same sort of punchline style. Yeah. So there's something similar that I've obviously got from my dad or something that he was doing too. This like archetypal British kind of thing. Um, let me just look at my order. I don't know why, but that seems like it's gone quieter. But anyway, um, yeah, so well spotted. I will just say, watching it retrospectively, though, it might not have aged as well, and he almost seems slightly annoying to me in a way, if I'm absolutely honest. Like it seemed predictable and not, but I get it. His general character was like kind of cool, but I actually think I'm funnier and better. So there you go. But yeah, I respect the reference. Doombot 9000, Power Grid has been free energy Tesla tech for years. Yeah, I suspect shit like that, to be honest, Doombot. I know what you're saying. In other words, it's not the sort of old school. In other words, they've been, they're over unity. Like they've already attained over unity. Yeah, I believe that too, mate. They just call it nuclear so they can keep charging you for it. You know what? I don't doubt it, Doombot. To be fair, I'd love to see if you got any. If you got anything, any links in that regard, mate, you can always post them. Doombot like that. That'd be cool, mate. And if I missed you posting your link, Doombot, already, forgive me. We'll do it again another time, okay? Because I know I've just took too long to get through the chat. But hey, Point Fire Trudeau wants to limit travel. Quisling scumbag. Yes, he's such a scumbag. That guy. There you go. You can just see his darkened soul. He's just warped. He's got nothing going for him, except that he's good looking. And I've been told that I look a little bit like him. Although he's definitely a better looking man than me. But like I say, it's the only thing he's got going for him is his genetic code. The guy's a fucking scumbag. Agreed. Sweetly Morbid Bear, I'm excited for all catastrophes because that's just me seeing the flip side of it all and being sweetly morbid. I think you'd make an awesome girlfriend, Sweetly Morbid Bear. I'd do. That's so cool. Well, at least you make an awesome girlfriend to someone as crazily what do you call it? Morbid curiosity. I've got major morbid curiosity in that way. Sweetly, yes, I know what you mean. Um, well, I think there is a dance, the sort of dance macabre or whatever it is. Dance macabre. I always get that wrong, but whatever way you're meant to say it, there is a sort of macabre dance about life, isn't there? I mean, at the end of the day, we are all skeletons as well, doing up to all sorts of shit. This is the land of the zombies. The Buddhists have a sort of motif called the charnel grounds, and it's as if like the human realm is essentially like that. The Jekylls and dogs and the corpses and the skeletons and the smell of death. And drinking blood from a skull cup and all this sort of stuff that to the uninitiated would seem satanic, but it isn't. It's really clever symbology. The drinking the blood and the guts and stuff from the skull cup is meant to represent your own body that you're attached to. It's like you're drinking it. It's like saying something like fate eats out the palm of my hands or something. It's like it's essentially like it's the transformation. It's alchemy. It's amazing. What you cling to is essentially an idea. So you're going through a ritual where you drink the fake you in the form of blood from a skull cup is well, not only that sort of practice is a ritual of breaking that attachment, but also it's meant to symbolize something as it pertains to Vajrayogini, in this case, the tantric deity, um, who's naked and very attractive and got tits out and shit. Um, it's also symbolic of what realizations that deity has under her belt, essentially. In other words, she's over the death process and she's over the body. She's over being attached to the body and she turns it into tantric bliss. Jupiter, Hive Speed, thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what I said, but you are welcome. Well, you know what, guys? I might just actually, I'm just going to go with my instincts at this rate and just accept that you've all had a good chat. I'm never going to catch up with you, but I've had a really good time. I'm just going to actually abandon it there, if that's okay. I do hope you forgive me. And everybody post their channels in the chats, and everybody sub to everybody. I'm going to play 10 minutes of Egmont Overture. Oh, Susan Wojcicki came in and everything. Well, I just couldn't get there. You know what I mean? I just couldn't get there. My apologies. And Bigfoot's still praying for Ruthless. That's hilarious. Well, I love you, Ruthless. And if you actually find it in your heart to be gracious and tell me why you realize that you know, we're going, you overdid it last time when you're trying to poison everybody's opinion about me, even though I'm just at very best no worse than you, and at best no, at worst only human, trying my best, but either way not cause for you trying to stir the pot and you know, do all that shit. So if you can find it in your heart to apologize to me on Facebook, I might reconsider your banishment. But apart from that, everyone, I love you all, including Ruthless, and I'll see you all soon. Like I say, no, not one tomorrow night, but I'll see you all on Friday. Or you know, conceivably, I might do one in a day tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, otherwise, I'll see you all on Friday. It's been awesome, and yeah, I'll watch you back later, and hopefully, I can sort of glance at the chat and pick up on anything I need to pick up on. But anyway, here is Egmont Overture. 10 minutes of epicness. Toodaloo, folks. Toodaloo.